Welcome, everyone, to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel. On to week 2 of the NFL season. Listen, week 1 was a little bit of a disappointment for me. I went 8-8 with straight picks, which is not good, and 5-11 against the spread. Obviously, you read below, my straight picks record and my against the spread record was way better last year, but it's only week 1. Overreactions are always a thing in week 1. Let's not get confused. I'm going to bounce back, and I'm excited, and let's just start things right away. Let's not waste any time. Week 2 of the NFL season gets started on Thursday with my boys, the Miami Dolphins, at home, taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins are the favorite here, surprisingly. Dolphins -2.5 is the spread. I'm going to go ahead. I picked my prediction on my live stream on Tuesday. I said the Dolphins are going to win this game. I don't know if it's going to be a close game or not. Listen, I have confidence in the boys. I'm going to ride with my boys. I'm taking the Dolphins, and I'm going to take the Dolphins -2.5. Maybe it's a 3-point win. 2.5, I'm a little bit stuck on the spread, but straight picks, give me my boys. Give me the Dolphins. Next game, the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Now, New Orleans looked good in week 1, but then again, you're playing the Carolina Panthers at the end of the day. They're probably going to be, if not the worst team, the second worst team in the NFL when it's all said and done this season. But the Dallas Cowboys, they look freaking awesome. Dak Prescott looked awesome. I mean, Jesus, he looked like a guy that deserved to get paid out there going against the Cleveland Browns defense. Now they're at home. -6.5 is the spread. I'm going to lay the 6.5 here, and I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys straight up, and I'm going to lay the 6.5. All they got to do is win by a touchdown. That's also a lock in a bet as well. Make sure to tune into my other video for my best bets of the week. Next game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. Detroit's at home. Big win last week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Went all the way to overtime. Hell of a freaking game. Listen, the Bucs are fun as hell to watch. I love watching the Bucs. I love watching Mike Evans. Chris Godwin did well, but the Detroit Lions team, they are a gritty team, and I think they're a team that could possibly even hit the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl, man. That is how high I am on the Detroit Lions this year. Only thing I'm concerned about is their wide receiver depth. They're at home here. I'm picking them to win this game, but a 7.5-point spread is a little bit high for me with the team with the gunslinger that Baker Mayfield is. Obviously, backdoor covers are in play with the Tampa Bay Bucs and Baker Mayfield. Give me the Bucs plus 7.5, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions here straight up. Next game, the Cleveland Browns against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are favored by 3 points. They're at home. Man, what is going on with the Cleveland Browns? What is going on with the Cleveland Browns? They look a complete mess out there. Deshaun Watson looks terrible. Their offensive line is already banged up. You're already without Nick Chubb. You added Jerry Jeudy. Now he doesn't look good. And Njoku's banged up. I mean, the list goes on and on for Cleveland. And that's a team who I was very high on. And now you're telling me that they're underdogs against the Jacksonville Jaguars? Like, goddamn, what happened? Listen, this is tough, bro. This is a tough pick because I feel like the Cleveland Browns are just a better team than the Jaguars. But when you look at what I saw in week 1, it ain't looking too good. But I'm going to pick the Cleveland Browns on this one. I'm going to pick the Cleveland Browns on this one because they're a team that I think is better than the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars did play a solid game against Miami. The Jaguars are predicted to be a team that is, rising up. Okay, so I get why they're favorite. But I'm going with the Browns, and I'm also going with the Browns plus the 3. I know many people are going to lean on Jacksonville's side, but I'm taking the risky play, and I'm going with Cleveland, even though I did not like what I saw week 1. Next, the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings absolutely destroyed the New York Giants in week 1. 49ers, though, without Christian McCaffrey, were able to just dial it up against the New York Jets, hitting you from all angles, man. Their running game is ridiculous. Their play calling is ridiculous. Shanahan is the real damn deal. Listen, 49ers are coming out for blood. Like I said, I like the Lions, but I also like the 49ers this year. I think those two teams have potential to go all the way. Give me the 49ers here. They're laying 6.5 points. It's a big number. Christian McCaffrey's status is in doubt. I don't think he's going to play, to be honest with you, but I still like this team -6.5. Something feels a little fishy here. For some reason, I'm feeling like, damn, the Vikings have a chance to win this game. I don't know why, but listen, I'm just going to go with the better team. I'm not going to think about it anymore. Give me the Niners and the Niners -6.5. Next, Los Angeles Chargers here, favored by 5.5 in Carolina. Carolina gets a home game here, but like I said, the Panthers look freaking terrible. Bryce Young looks terrible. Yes, I get it. It's a home opener. Yes, I get it. It was only week one. Put it behind us. But nah, man. Nah. It's not that I'm completely sold on the Chargers and their week one victory with Harbaugh. Okay. I understand a lot of people are kind of high on them. To me, it's not that. To me, I'm simply fading the Carolina Panthers probably every single game this year. Every single game this year. And I mean that. Give me the Chargers -5.5. I think that's a lock for a best bet as well if you're a better. And give me the Los Angeles Chargers straight up as well. Next, the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore coming off a loss against the Kansas City Chiefs. They have the longest rest here. They have been off, it feels like forever now. So they got 10 days rest. Now they're at home trying to right the wrong of, losing week one. This is an absolute lock. Ravens are winning this game. I'm going to lay the points as well. I'm going to lay the points and also take the Ravens. I think the Raiders are a bad football team, but this means this is all Baltimore. Baltimore has got to make a statement week 2 after falling. Obviously, they're a team that's picked to even, fight and contend with the Kansas City Chiefs for the AFC Championship. So got to do what you got to do, Baltimore. Next game, the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Patriots. Listen, I get it. Patriots are home. I get it. The Patriots beat the Bengals. Wow. Patriots are back. Absolutely not. Okay, they're riding momentum. Now they're at home. New coach. Maybe they like this coach. Things are different. No, I don't care. Ramondre Stevenson looked good. Doesn't matter. Seahawks can't guard the run. Doesn't matter. Seahawks are a better team. The Patriots roster sucks. They got to win. They got lucky. Move forward. Don't overthink it. Give me the Seahawks here and give me the Seahawks -3.5 as a lock. Next, the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Green Bay Packers. Packers, obviously, without Jordan Love, has an injury. He's out for about 3 to 6 weeks, probably going to be 6 weeks. Taking on the Colts, who lost a tough game to the Houston Texans, but Anthony Richardson looks good. Jonathan Taylor, obviously, it was one of them ones. I get it. You're playing in Lambeau Field. It's going to be a tough environment to play, tough environment to win here. But Colts, better situation right now. They have the better quarterback. I'm going with the better quarterback on this one. Give me the Colts, and I'm also going to take the Colts minus the 3 points. Next, New York Jets taking on the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee blowing a 17-0 lead to the Chicago Bears. Damn, that's bad. Tennessee's now going home for their home opener. But the Jets, I saw a lot of things that are trending towards the Jets' ways, right? I saw an improved offensive line. I saw Rodgers play a complete game for the first time in a year. I saw Aaron Rodgers complete some passes. I saw Garrett Wilson look unbelievable out there, even though they still got their asses kicked by the 49ers. They are things that I just don't see this Jets team losing 2 in a row. I don't see them starting the season 0-2. I think they're a better football team than the Tennessee Titans. I think this is a lock for a bet. I'm going to take the Jets minus the 3.5, and I'm also going to take the Jets to bounce back and win this game and even up their record to 1-1. Next game, the New York Giants taking on the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is going to be a superstar. The dude is awesome, and he's just getting started. Man, I love that rookie. Washington at home here. Giants look absolutely terrible, and I think that's going to continue. Give me the Commanders, and give me the Commanders laying the 1.5 as well. I get it. The Giants match up well against the Commanders, but that's history. I think the Washington Commanders team this year is obviously way, way, way more improved. You got Kingsbury calling shots on the offensive side. You got McDaniel, obviously. Jaden Daniels at quarterback. You got Austin Eckler, and I just like the Washington Commanders here in this spot. Next, the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cardinals. Listen, what I said about those Cardinals last week. I knew they were going to fight. I thought they could possibly beat Buffalo, but they definitely did freaking cover. I like the Cardinals this year. I like their offense. They're fun to watch. Trey McBride, James Conner, Marvin Harrison Jr., Dortch is awesome. Michael Wilson, that guy's awesome. I'm a big fan of Kyler Murray. Now the Cardinals are at home, taking on a rival. Listen, I think Kyron Williams is going to have a big game. I think Cooper Kupp is going to have a big game. But I like this Arizona Cardinals team. I like the vibe. I like the way they play. I like their offense. Give me the Cardinals at home. And I'm also going to lay the 1.5 with the spread as well. Cardinals both ways there. Next, Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. Listen, man, Bengals looked like crap. They got to get things together. T. Higgins didn't play. Is he going to play? Jamar Chase looked bad. He hasn't played all training camp. Joe Burrow clenching his wrist. Is he 100% healthy? The Bengals look like a complete mess. I said week one overreactions are common, but the Chiefs are a better team. The Chiefs hate this team, and the Chiefs are at home. All right. This is still a rivalry from what the mayor said in Cincinnati, where they called it Burrowhead. The Chiefs haven't forgot about that. They are going to pour it on. I like the Chiefs. I actually love the Chiefs minus 5.5. And I love the Chiefs to win this game. Chiefs need any single bit of motivation here. Something to motivate them, to get themselves going, because they're back-to-back champs. You had one, obviously, playing against the Baltimore Ravens week one. Something to have a chip on your shoulder about. And now you got a team that you hate coming to your home. Got to defend that. Listen, Chiefs all the way on that one. Next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Broncos. Listen, this game's going to be ugly. I think this game is going to be boring. It might be the most boring game of the week. You might barely see scores. This game might end 10-13. I sure as hell ain't watching it. But let me tell you something. I trust the Steelers defense. All right. I trust the Steelers coaching staff. And I trust just the grittiness of the Steelers organization to get this win. All right. It's going to be an ugly one. I'm going to lay the 2.5, and I'm going to pick the Steelers to win this game in Denver. I don't like Denver at all. I just don't. I don't. And I don't like the Steelers either. But the physicality of the Steelers, the defense of the Steelers, I'm picking them. Minus 2.5 especially. Next, Sunday Night Football. The Chicago Bears are at Houston, taking on the Texans. C.J. Stroud versus Caleb Williams. Arguably, to me, I mean, the best young quarterback in the NFL, C.J. Stroud, obviously was the second quarterback taken in last year's draft against the top pick in this year's draft. So pretty much the best rookie from last year taking on potentially the best rookie in this year's class. Caleb versus Stroud, week 2, Sunday Night Football. This is going to be a treat, especially since Caleb didn't have a spectacular game week 1. He's beating himself up for that. He's going to watch film. He's going to come ready to freaking play. And what better spot than to go against the guy that you're pretty much going neck and neck with when you're thinking about, all right, these two guys are going to be at the top of the league for a while. They're the youngest guys in the game, and I think they are the youngest, potential superstars, man. I really like Caleb Williams. I've said this time and time again on my show, and I've obviously shown so much love to C.J. Stroud. And I took C.J. Stroud in both of my fantasy leagues. So this is going to be a dandy. I'm freaking excited for it. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. It's going to be a fun-ass game to watch. Give me the Texans, however, to win at home. Their home opener. Their fans are going to be electric on this night. It's going to be crazy. This is going to be really, really fun. I'm excited. I'm going to pick the Bears, though, to cover the 6.5. Maybe it's a 3-4 point win here for the Texans. I think you're going to see some fireworks. Absolutely excited for this matchup. Give me the Texans, but give me the Bears, like I said, plus the 6.5. That leaves us to Monday night with the final game. It is the Atlanta Falcons against the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are favored by 6.5. Eagles are at home opener. They played in Brazil last Friday. They had some extra rest there. They looked freaking bad on defense, but Saquon Barkley absolutely killed it. Give me the Eagles here. I think they've been dying to get home and play against their home crowd. That crowd's going to be crazy. Give me the Eagles here. Give me the Eagles also minus 6.5. Why am I so passionate about this pick? Listen, primetime Kirk Cousins. Have to fade primetime Kirk at all costs. That is exactly what I'm doing. Hell, week 1, I said, damn, every time I pick the Falcons and I start to believe they let me down, but I'm going to pick the Falcons. So then I picked the Falcons. I picked them minus the spread. What happened against the Steelers? They got their asses kicked and they freaking lost. Typical Falcons fashion. I'm not falling for it again. It is way too early. My record looks bad after week 1. I am fading the damn Falcons and then watch them win this game. Fading the Falcons, fading primetime Kirk Cousins here. Give me the Eagles to win this game, and then give me the Eagles also minus the 6.5. And those are my week 2 straight picks and against the spread. I think the record is going to be way better this week. I'm feeling good. I like my picks. I'm more confident about them this week than I was last week. Listen, what are you waiting for if you haven't? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button. Like the show to support the channel. doing these shows every week, doing my Dolphin streams every week as well on Tuesdays, giving my best bets with George on Wednesdays, and right here for the straight and against the spread picks on Thursday. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe. Good luck. Gamble responsibly. And I'll see you guys next week.